Hello there, this is me again. I wanted to show you my Christmas tree, of course, but also I have received some requests with regards to how I made this box. So I thought I would show you and also provide you with all the measurements that have in this box. So yeah, let's start. So actually this box started its life as a box where I did my pottery in, and it was therefore previously a lower box, and the space that is here was added because previously the cap was just ending there, but that was not sufficient enough for some of the higher pots that I had. So yeah, that's indeed the start of the life of this hay box. So yeah, it is actually hold together. The lid is just with the elastic band, very simple. And then if I'm opening it, it has, well, I did put a nice border in it, but yeah, you could do without. So this has a nice border, and it's therefore encapturing over the box, so the lid is a little bit bigger, but yeah, you don't need to have that, of course. I just wanted to have it a little bit fancy. And then I covered the entire box with this lining, which is actually just radiation foil. And then I made a pillow, and I do have my handy other way around, my handy centimeter. So it is, let me see, it is 34 centimeters roughly to 44 centimeters, or 12 inches till 17 inches, and it has a thickness of roughly 5-ish or 12-ish. And so this is actually a pillow that I made, and it contains feathers. So I just made an inner liner, and this outer line is just fixed. Then I do have this, which is a little bit of a long tube, and this long tube, let me see how large it is. Actually, it is roughly 44 or 111 centimeters, so 44 inches. And as you can see, I have in there just tiny packages of these kind of foam balls. So that's also inside of cushions sometimes. And yeah, it is actually, I didn't even took the chance to, or took the effort to close off this tube. But it's really helpful and handy to have these just in separate little bags. So these are actually just sandwich bags, and they just therefore are folding quite nicely around each size of pot. Oh, can you see me? So each side of pot, it's folding around. And then I do have another kind of pillow. It's a little bit odd shaped. It's half round, and then the end is just and you see that quite a lot of feathers are sticking out. That is happening always because I didn't line these, which was not very handy. I have two of those, So yeah, 2 that are at either end. And then I have one little cushion that I often use to just have under the lid, under the yeah, how do you call that, handle of the lid. And then I have lastly this pillow, and this pillow is actually made, although you see a lot of feathers here, but it is actually made also using the little balls that I showed you previously, because here is of course the weight in there, and yeah, to just distribute the weight and not having it contained. And so you see indeed how I did that. So it's just these little kind of balls again, and it's just in a plastic bag, and that is actually what is, yeah, holding the pot. I did choose to have these little balls on the bottom side because of course here the heavy pots are on, while the top cushion is just feathers, because it doesn't need to hold anything, and you really want to have, I think, yeah, your pot stable, but also not too indented in the cushion, so that it still has a good isolation width, so isolation thickness below it. And then yeah, you see here the rest of the the box, so I can measure it now. So it is for my pot, it is 8 inches in depth, or 20 centimeters. It is, the width is 45 centimeters, or 17.5 inches. And then we have 30 centimeters, or 12 inches. And the thickness of my wood is 1/8 of an inch, and it is 1.8 centimeters. Yeah, so actually that's that. Yeah, so it's just the thing that indeed these things with the little balls are at the top or the bottom. The feathers are everywhere. And then I have these 2 on the side, and then I have this one wrapped around my pot. So mostly I use a little pot, so then I can squish over the side parts a little bit, so that they're nicely cushioned. And then I have the little pillow and the big pillow, and it's just fitting neatly inside. Okay, I hope this video was helpful. Thank you. Bye bye. There was just one thing that I remembered that you might have questions about, because I started with this image, and you can see that indeed the box is from the ground and is raised up a little. And the reason behind that is because I didn't want to put my box on the ground in my house, and that is because I have quite a damp house, and so I didn't find it very good if my box was standing on the ground. So therefore, to make sure that you have a little bit of airflow, I have it raised. Actually, what I have used for raising this box is things that can hold planting pots in the air. So yeah, it's a little bit another way of being creative with the stuff that you've got. And yeah, it's just not really due to having this hay box in any way that it needs to be raised, but it's just for my idea to have a box not sitting on the ground. And I've embellished it with the same cloth as I used to have the pillows made out of, which is actually an old skirt that my aunt used to wear, so it's a little bit of the 70s vibe here, but I liked it and it fits a little bit my style, so therefore I figured, well, let's just glue it on so that you don't really see that easily that this box is actually containing two different sheets or linings of wood. It's just one bottom section, and there above that it's the top section with different wood, and it wasn't painted, so I figured let's do it quickly and have it just glue some cloth over it so that it looks nice. So yeah, thank you, bye bye.